What's going on, guys? It's your boy Murdering here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I'm going to be talking about Platinum Arena, how my account got rank 2 while I was literally asleep. Yes, you heard that correct. I was actually asleep and I ended up placing 2nd overall on the previous Platinum reset. So the question is, how is this possible? So the important thing to know is Platinum reset is at 4 in the morning for me. Now that may sound pretty inconvenient for everybody else, but you may be thinking, Murder, you're a content creator. You literally do nothing what is 4 a.m. I totally understand that point of view. However, I have to do takeovers sometime. People want to watch them in private streams or public streams, and I have to alter my schedule for the certain time zones that fit them. So that's a huge reason why I haven't pushed Platinum in many months. However, being in the top arena clan in the world, it is required that you do push in the arena. So a player who had recently quit, he had been playing on an alt account, he said, "Hey Murder, I'll actually push for you if you want to." So he started doing that last week. He did it again this week, and I ended up waking up about 5 minutes before Platinum reset, went onto a second account just to check on how things were, and there I saw it. Mad Manaya Inc. My own account was, I think, rank 6 at the time. When I initially woke up, my plan was to actually troll him and log into the account with 5 minutes left to kind of mess with him because he's a great guy and of course I'm a gigantic troll. And he's kind of my match there because he's a huge troll too. But after seeing that he was doing so well, I figured, you know what, let me just watch and see what happens. And lo and behold, he ended up getting 2nd place. He missed 1st place by about 3 seconds as his fight just ended, so I wanted to go over some of the champions that I built, some of the champions that he built that he used to his advantage, and it was a really fun process overall. Before I do that, let me just go ahead and shout out the player who was playing my account at the time. His name is Ha. Some of you might remember him. He's a great arena player. He's had many impressive finishes overall, and he has actually brought my account to a new personal best. My previous highest finish before this was 3rd place. He brought it to 2nd place within seconds of a 1st place trophy win, so huge shout out to him, and I do appreciate you playing the account when I cannot. So with that being said, let's look at this beautiful icon we have here. I got really lucky, honestly, in my opinion. The next one doesn't look that good, but this one looks extremely cool, so I'm really happy that this was the one that did drop. And I think it's rather funny that this avatar decided to drop after so few times of reaching the top 3, when I do have clanmates who have hit it 5 or 6 times and they still don't have an avatar themselves. So with that being said, without rambling too much, let's go over the champions that were used. First, the defense is in fact still the same. Now some of you might be thinking, Murder, why are you showing this? Don't you think you're going to get countered much easier if people know what your defense is and how they're geared? Honestly, I don't. It's pretty RNG. So if you want to go for it, feel free. So this is in fact the defense that was ran. I don't know, actually last week he did not run this, he ran siphi instead. The only difference was with the siphi team, no one even hit the team in the last 10 minutes. This time people did get baited, and I did hit it quite a few times, so let's go ahead and show you guys how these champions are in fact geared. So most of the champions did stay the same, especially Ursuga. When I originally built Ursuga, I had plans of building kind of a low HP, high resistance shield set. I decided, hey, I have some pretty decent deflection gear, so you know what, why not use it? We also have an unleveled up necklace here, don't ask about that, it is what it is. So total stats here in gold for 109,000 health, 4,400 defense, decent speed, nothing too crazy, 222 resistance, you don't really care about that, and rather low accuracy. One thing I found funny is I actually thought he was going to change this up entirely, but he ended up liking it, I think, or he was just too lazy. He usually logs in with like an hour left to reset and just pushes as best he can with the champions and gear I have. But what's funny is he didn't even finish the masteries. So as we can see here, I'm using Bulwark, and outside of this, he just didn't finish it. So there's a lot to be done here. I'm not really sure where I'm going to go from here. I'm still going to think about that a little bit more, but we will see what I decide down the line to take as the final talents for this champion. If you are pushing Platinum, I would recommend something kind of similar to this, as it worked pretty damn well. The funny thing is, Haha knows how I like to troll, and of course our clan Mad has the tag free to play. So I did pull a 2nd siphi. He actually used it with no masteries, and he messaged me saying, hey, I went full free to play just for you and decided not to mastery up your siphi when I did use her during this push. so you can remain the free-to-play king. So haha, I truly appreciate that. She is fully booked, so it's not that free-to-play, but definitely still free-to-play enough. This is just the basic speed siphi, kind of for pushing up through the ranks until it gets rather difficult in the top 20-25 champions here. Second siphi we're not even using. We had an awesome swift parry, triple reaction, but like I said, no one really hits it because they kind of know how this siphi is geared, and she's really annoying and takes forever. So you really want people to hit your team for any possible chance of you gaining points on defense is crucial. Next, we're going to talk about the hegemon. So this is, to my knowledge, the hardest hitting nuke hegemon in the game. The previous one was Lil Wheel, the original founder of the Mad Clan, who no longer plays the game. I remember grinding like a madman to try to get the best stats I could to outdo Wheel, and when I finally did, he ended up stopped playing, so it wasn't as satisfying as it is. But to my knowledge, with Helm Smasher, I believe, yes, we're not using Flawless Execution. We want 55% crit rate because RNG is king. We want to make sure that if someone's going to bring a Trunda with a neck crit or anyone else, there's a chance to crit and there's a chance not to crit here. And like I just said, RNG is king here. This does so much damage, I can't even begin to explain. You can kind of understand seeing the 7,100 attack, 325% crit damage with Savage, Cruel, and Helm Smasher, how hard this can in fact hit. So if your shield set's too small, even some Krisk teams, champions protected by Necrit, Duchess teams, sometimes this just straight up one-shots them. And of course, there's still tons of room of improvement for upgrades. As we can see, I do have 2 rare pieces here, so this can be worked on as well. Next champion we have is going to be Warlord. For the defense, we have full swift parry, 1 cleansing, 1 reaction piece for maximum RNG. We have 309 speed, 511 accuracy here, so that's a lot of fun. I'm going to improve him a little bit. I think his accuracy is a bit low and the speed, so we'll throw some glyphs. We'll look for some upgrades, especially the banner. I believe we just have 1 speed roll. In case you're curious what the masteries, here those are. If you can get a lucky cleansing proc and a swift parry proc, this guy's an absolute nightmare for anyone trying to hit this team. And the final piece of the puzzle is Duchess. Okay, this is the champion that I don't think I've touched her gear in probably a month now. I have a pretty decent swift parry set on. We have immortal gear, double reaction, triple would be nice if we can get a nice banner eventually from clan versus clan, but we're working with 118,000 health, 3,400 defense, 206 speed, so nothing really crazy here, just high health, decent defense, and finally decent speed. If she gets to revive our champions, Warlord gets a turn, people will really just leave. It's as simple as that, and it allows champions like the hegemon to do more damage with this A1. It really caused a problem. So thankfully, no one's really hit my defense since I've kept it in since reset. So you can kind of see where reset ended right here with the -20. And this is what happened during the actual fight here. So we have a victory here. I'm assuming it either took too long or they didn't respect how much damage hegemon would do. And at one shot, either the Duchess, siphi, or the Royal Huntsman. The easiest team to use against this is going to be siphi and double rotos. However, it is not going to be very fast. We have a few people who got baited and attempted to use Necrit to protect the team, who were surprisingly shocked when they did go and face the hegemon to just get one shot. Another team here with using Necrit and Duchess together to protect itself. And then we do have some successful teams with single rotos. However, the issue with teams like this is it's going to take forever to beat the defense I currently have set up with the single rotos, unless people elect to use some type of program to speed up the game for them. Alright, so another winner for the defense. Let's go ahead and look at the offense presets we have going on here. So these are the most common things, and as you can see, he named this first team the meta. This team, along with the Magnar team, is what was used to kind of push up from Gold 4. I'm pretty sure I left him like 500 points away from Platinum, so it was pretty impressive that he pushed up so quickly using the 2 teams we have here. He did say he used siphi to push up rather quickly, so I'm assuming he ended up using this team here, and not so much the first team. I think this is kind of a meme, just saying it's a meta, using what was perceived to be the best champions at the time a couple weeks ago. So quickly breaking it down, it's obvious to see that the double rotos siphi is the team that was used most on reset, and his win rate was quite impressive. I've been fighting to push myself back to platinum since reset, so I don't believe the attack log is available, but we do actually have his offense log from when he was playing the account on reset, so let's go ahead and swap over to that. As you can see here, he pretty much just farmed any player from a clan not in ours that was above in ranking, which happened to be Guaden as well as Revan. And he did actually int one battle to Ravon, which cost him 8 points, even though the image quality isn't the best. I'm not sure if he pushed on a phone or not, but reflecting on that, had he won that, maybe he could have gotten first place, which would have been extremely impressive. So the only real issue with attacking certain targets over and over again is you don't always refresh to find them. So you can see the time between a lot of the battles is quite significant here, because most of the refreshes, once you're really high in platinum, as you will figure out later on, it's going to be full of clan members, and specifically our clan Mad, because they're just everywhere in the top. So despite how fast the offense you are currently using can take down the enemy, it is going to take quite some time to find out these specific targets you want to hit for the most amount of points you can get. So with that being said, we can just kind of go through here, use some of these teams. Let's take a look at this Hegemon in action. As we can see, crazy amount of damage coming up from that Hegemon with an easy cleanup from Magnar there. And of course, we're not in platinum. It's just after reset, so there wasn't too much time to push. And for the next scene, let's just go ahead and use a sample picture here of using Siphi, Double Rotos, and Kymar. See how we do against this Necrid team. On reset, you're never going to full auto here. You're always going to like target out certain champions. Like I just clicked on Arbiter there. And we're going to click on, even though I didn't click it in time, we're going to click on the second Reviver, which should be, okay, we didn't quite one-shot it there. Probably unlucky, no Helm Smasher proc. A lot of this comes down to luck if we're being honest with each other. We had the cooldown reset there. This should kill. Okay, we did get the kill. Nice. Now one target left here, which is Brogni. He does have the reflect damage, but the shield isn't big enough to really matter at this point. It would have mattered if he got that grow off, but he did not. So 38 seconds. Like I said, this team is not quick. However, we'll take out the top teams in the game, whether you are using Kymar or you're using one of these other preset teams. I mean, if you have Siphi and Double Rotos, if you know how to play, you know who to target, it's fairly easy to run. It's one of the most memed on teams by far, just because of how kind of, like I said, brain dead it is to run this kind of thing. I specifically told Haha when he took the account that the goal for you pushing on plat reset isn't to place high, it's to aim for the highest players you can, since I have the gear and the champions to pretty much dismantle any single team you will face in platinum. So aim for them, help out the other clanmates, making sure they place as high as possible. It looks like a lot of people had an unfortunate push this past reset, which is the case and why my account did rank so high. However, with that being said, it's going to be interesting next weekend for what I do, because Haha is unable to push then. So I'm either going to have to suck it up, stay up until 4 a.m. or wake up extremely early and try to push myself, or see if another clanmate is willing that's in some type of European time zone where it's more convenient for them to wake up and play. I'll have to see. I haven't pushed in a while, so I may do it myself, but you never know what's going to happen based on my schedule and what I have for takeovers. Alright guys, as always, thanks a ton for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned a few things. I mean, there's not really much to teach as far as this meta goes. In all honesty, this is a really feels bad meta with reaction gear, swift parry. It's just RNG down the line. If you don't want RNG, you simply use Siphi, 2 Rotos, and fill in that 4th slot with whoever you deem is necessary to take down your opponent here. I do want to give one final shout out to Haha for pushing on my account. Appreciate you, my dude. Look forward to when you can get back on the account so I don't have to wake up at a ridiculous hour to push platinum myself. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy this content, subscribe, like, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you all in the next upload.